So in this video, I'm going to share with you how I plan on getting ahead in 2025. Hi there, my name is Olivia and I'm an equine podiatrist serving the UK. And on this channel, I typically share content on how you can reach your self-employed equestrian dreams. So how I plan on getting ahead in 2025 is by starting in 2024. So what I want to do is create a vision/mood board. So a mood board is a great visualization technique that essentially helps you manifest what it is you want to achieve in your life. Now, the reason this is a really good tool is that it has been proven that your brain and how your brain is made up can basically completely change form dependent on the habits that you instill in your life. So these can be small compounding things that result into something much larger. And typically I do this through journaling, and I do visit my journal a couple of times a week just to kind of realign myself, get a little bit of perspective and make sure that I'm not just making decisions purely on emotions. Emotions, thoughts and feelings such as fear, stress, worry, anything kind of negative, it kind of brings it up to the surface and I can have a good old chat with myself and basically nip it into the bud and get back on a positive trajectory basically. So the idea of this vision board is pretty much to do the same thing. It'd be a really good tool to help you when you're getting a little bit stuck. So if you always have a little visual reminder in the forefront of your face, basically every day and every time that you have a little bit of a slump, it should hopefully snap you out of it and help you kind of progress and get unstuck quicker. And since I've been journaling, I have actually achieved everything and more that I have wanted in the last 5 years. I think I've done pretty well in those 5 years, considering I was a student that had mounted up a lot of debt. I'm now completely debt free. I don't have anything on finance. Everything I have I own, and I also have savings in my bank account, and yeah, like my career is going really well. I am self-employed. I run my own diary. I have 150 odd clients that I see once a month, and yeah, like I'm thriving. I've just become a director of another sort of association, and hopefully going to be, building on my career even more and on a much larger scale, and hopefully reaching out to more and more people. I've kind of took that step now to kind of come on to this channel, and I've also got another channel which is o.c equine, which is basically my equine podiatry endeavours. So if you're interested in horses' hooves, then you can jump over there. But for today's video, I basically want to bring you along with me on how I actually create my mood/vision board, whatever you want to call it. So I'm actually going to be using Canva today and probably getting some photos, obviously generally off Pinterest, the internet. A couple are actually in my own personal photo album, and basically making a nice collage and kind of having a bit of a self-care moment really, to really take the time to beeline what it is I actually want in life. So if you'll be interested in coming to watch that, then let's get right into it. Right, so I should now be at the bottom of your screen. Hello, I've just opened up Canva. So if you've not used Canva before, they've got a free version. I'm actually on the pro version just because I use it, but a lot of these things you can still do with the free version, so you shouldn't be needing to spend any money or anything like that. So I basically opened up a blank design basically. So you basically can click here, create a design, and it will kind of come up with a blank option. So that's what I've used. So create a design. You want to make it 1920 width and height 1080, and that's in the pixels there in the units section. Create new design, it will do its thing. There you go, and then you have your little box. So I've just uploaded a couple of things. So I basically went on Pinterest, and you can kind of search for a couple of things, whatever it may be that you're interested in. I've also added some of my own photographs and a couple of quotes and going to add a couple more bits in as well. So basically I'm just going to start by jumbling things up. So my categories for my mood board are obviously work related stuff, personal, and then a couple of materialistic things in there as well, because you know you got to have something in life that I suppose gives you immediate gratitude, I suppose. So my professional stuff, I'm going to probably just drop a couple of photos in, make them smaller. I think I'm going to do a little background. I think I want like a nice brown, just because it kind of helps me gauge where I want stuff. Amazing. Right guys, I think that is my little mood board completed for 2025. So I'll just quickly summarise what each of these things are. I know I've been kind of muttering as I've been putting it all together. The things that I'm manifesting this year are mostly habits, consistency, self-care. They are the three things that I am working towards for overall self-improvement, and that is the massive theme for 2025, which is, you know, bettering myself and just getting 1% better every day. So the things that I'm obviously working on are eating better, sleeping well, having rest days, not letting myself get burnt out, not making decisions when I'm a bit emotionally powered, and kind of making sure that when I make any kind of major decision in my business or in my personal life, I kind of make sure I'm in a good mental health space before I make those decisions. I've definitely learned over the last couple of months that I do tend to have a knee-jerk reaction to things when I'm in an emotional state of stress, or I'm feeling sad or whatever. My physical health is something that I'm really trying to take good care of. I have hit burnout. Unfortunately, I have had some physical difficulties as a result of overdoing it a little bit too much, but I've come back to earth now, and I'm going to just make sure I rest and let myself rest, and also enjoy the slower pace of life as well. So though I'm working really hard, I'm trying to work smarter rather than working myself into excess and then make myself ill. It's okay to fall off the wagon now and again, but the main thing is I don't stay there and I get myself back up and good. So a couple of things this year is obviously we're going to start in this corner here. So Apollo, my little pony, bless him, he's turning 4 years old now, and want to get him going, get him long lining, lunging, walking down the roads, and yeah, just basically going out with him a bit more in 2025. That's something I really want to do. I'm working on my social media things, so that's what those emblems are for. I'm not kind of subscriber or view counting. I don't really rate success on that. I'm just trying to build consistency in my uploads. So whilst, you know, view counts and whatever I suppose matter a little bit, I'm not kind of getting emotionally caught up in it because I'm new at it, and I'm just learning the skills of actually putting things together, you know, editing my videos, things like that. It takes a long time.
So yeah, that's the main thing, that I'm just trying to show up once a week, both of my platforms, upload to them, and basically use scheduling tools to plan some Instagram content, some Facebook content, things like that. So yeah, I'm just developing the habits at the moment, and if I could do that in my first year and just show up every day and make sure I'm quite consistent, I'm happy. The next thing is obviously like family is default for me and always has been. I do put a lot of emphasis, perhaps too much emphasis, on family. I have a very small family, but the family that I do have, I love to bits. Unfortunately, I have an estranged relationship with my dad and his side of the family. I'm blessed to have some people that care about me, so yeah, so that's something I continue being grateful for, that there are people who love and support me, and it's just good to remind you of that when you haven't got many people clapping for you, I guess, when you do well in life. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Getting 1% better every day counts for a lot in the long run, and that's completely true. And that's like a little quote out of the Atomic Habits book from James Clear. I love that book. That's the book that I'm currently reading, and it's basically just teaching me how to develop better habits, in essence. Next, obviously, me and my best friend, that's Sky there, that's Woody. Hopefully we're going to continue in 2025 having our beach trips and our adventure walks, because they're good fun. The chickens are because me and my partner want to have some land, and we talk about chickens and maybe having a cow, maybe a couple of pigs, a small holding basically. So that's an ongoing manifestation. It's not something that will probably happen in 2025, but that's kind of what all the saving, the money's for, is getting a plot of land, essentially. That is the big goal. Again, probably won't happen in 2025, but hopefully we'll get good money in the bank kind of to make that investment. I am my highest priority in 2025. Again, this does not come naturally to me, but it's learning to say no, and no means no, and not kind of feel like I always have to justify my answers to things. No means no, and yeah, just making sure that I rest, that I'm happy. If I'm miserable, I'm not doing it. And this goes a lot with my self-employment work. I do tolerate, or have tolerated, being thrown around, having hooves that are presented to me muddy, been in dangerous conditions. I've had people not pay me, and I'm not doing it in 2025. If I get treated poorly, if I'm not taken seriously, if people don't value my knowledge, my expertise, if they decide they don't want to use me as their trimmer because they think someone else will do it better or whatever, and then come back to me, because that happens quite a lot, I won't be taking them back on. Or I have someone telling me how to do my job. So basically I am my highest priority, and if anyone's putting me in discomfort, whether that's professional, personal, then they can just exit the door. Again, the top right is me outside one of our barns, hopefully. It'd be lovely to, again, when I have land, have a nice little shelter that my horses can come in and out of when they please. That's kind of a big dream for me. This is me in a more glamorous state, but this kind of ties in with the self-care. Self-care is giving the world the best of you instead of what's left of you, so it's definitely about taking more time to have a pamper, have a massage now and again, have a bubble bath, put extra essential oils in, just take the time to look after myself, listen to my favourite music, allow myself to watch a film or something. It's not really about materialist stuff, it's just about doing things that make me feel good about myself, and that might be taking a walk with Sky, seeing friends, being with my partner, just doing a bit more small stuff really, that accounts for a lot. Down here we've got me training Sky, so this is me last weekend, and we were teaching her the plays. Get her as a more obedient dog and have some good fun with her. The training is basically to keep her safe. Down here is my mum Me and Mum have a good relationship. I want to continue that relationship, and that kind of, this mother thing denotes to her. So this also denotes to a mother. So yes, I want to be a mother one day. That's not in 2025. But a mother to me is someone who loves unconditionally, a character builder and heart healer, the maker and keeper of wonderful memories, secret keeper, peacemaker, teacher, loyal friend, see also superwoman, which I think that's lovely. And yeah, me and my mum have a really good relationship. We didn't used to, we do now, and it's something we've worked really hard on. So yeah, that's much nicer. The other thing that I am trying to work towards is a nice sporty work van. Yeah, it's just something I really, really want, like desperately. I'm struggling a little bit in the current setup. I actually want to rack out the back, have Sky in the crate, like a level up, and then have like a drawer with all my kit in, and perhaps in the sliding door area. Perhaps go back to hoof boot fitting for clients and have all my kit in there. I want a sporty van, I don't want a boring white van. And I'm holding out, that's why I could go out and get a normal white van now, but I want something a bit cooler, a bit more modified, I guess. I just don't do plain Jane stuff, it's just not me. This here is me getting back on Nemo, and hopefully it'd be great to have a little jump again. Nemo had 2 surgeries, kiss and spine and colic surgery in April of this year, so he's rehabbing now. I'd love to just get back to that, but equally I'm just glad he's back in my life, and that's how I remember him, in his former glory, bless him. This is me. I had a photo shoot session for my 30th, and it was just a confidence boosting session basically, and yes, I am scandalous in this one. This is me in my trimming gear, obviously in a more sexy pose, and to me this is like my power stance and just a good confidence photo really. I really like this photograph, and I am a woman in a man's trade basically, and I don't know, it's just good to see yourself sort of strong and holding your own out there really, and I'm really proud of myself for being able to do a job that is man dominant essentially. Yeah, something I'm really proud of. Obviously friendship, me and Cara, hopefully we'll do, as I said, more stuff. Consistency is more important than perfection. I am a bit of a perfectionist. I never put anything out into the world because I think everything I do is rubbish. So it's just about posting, showing up, not thinking too much, always about and not letting perfectionism stop me from actually posting things, because you naturally get better the more you do stuff. You've got to give yourself the opportunity to get better and be okay with having a bad idea. Yeah, so that's something I'm definitely working on. Equine Podiatry Association member, that's basically the association I am part of and also now a director of, which is cool. So we're doing lots of work at the moment to promote responsible hoof care in the UK, specifically barefoot hoof care, because that's what I work in. This is a nice barefoot hoof I trimmed, so I'm going to continue doing that. Little Sky running through the middle. This here is my goal for my savings, which is £10,000. I'm hoping I'll smash that. I'm already doing pretty well now, and I've only really been consistently saving for 11 weeks, so I think we'll hit that. And hopefully also have a good deposit for my new work van as well. This is me and Martin, after we continue being a lovely couple. Yeah, he's my rock, I love him to bits. This is our little track system that we're going to have one day on our land, with our chickens and our dog and our ponies and our cow. See, Polly Pocket. And I think I've made it all the way around the board. So that, my friends, is my mood board. I'm quite happy with that. So it's a nice activity to do. It's a bit of self-care, and it's about really getting serious with what it is you want. I'm really happy with how this turned out, and hopefully you can now start creating your own. So that is all from me today. Hope to see you soon in the next video. Bye!